All right. So for the final topic of the evening, guess who's back? Back again. Big Ben's back. Let's tell Trey. Trey, how you feel about this, homie? I know you happy.
Hey, it is what it is, right?
It
At
is.
this point. I mean, I've been vocal that I was ready to move
Move
on,
on.
more or less, but again, it is what it is, and in some aspects, I guess it makes sense if they're gonna restructure the cap to make it fit, to make it work. There was no way he was gonna pay or play under that $40 million cap hit. Definitely wasn't gonna happen at all. We would have just as soon cut him, and I would have had no issue with that. But one thing I just want to point out real quick though, despite everything, this how the season ended. Yeah, everybody knows the story. Started 11-0, and then finished 1-4.
Thanksgiving.
Finish so. But I mean, for what it's worth, Ben's numbers weren't bad last year at all. Just saying.
Hmm.
Just under 4,000 yards passing, 33 touchdowns to 10 picks. So, I mean, now numbers can be kind of misleading because a lot of that I think was, short passes and receivers doing, a lot of the work. But 33 touchdowns and 10 picks, I'll take it. That's the, you know, you want your picks under double digits, but 10 with
It's
33
not bad.
touchdowns, I
It's not
definitely
bad at
I'll
all.
take that. Um,
Wow.
so now that we are here, right? So first off, just want to go ahead and put out there that technically speaking, it's not officially official yet. So let's just it means there's still a chance. There's still a chance that things just go sideways and let's say they can't agree on the actual cap number, right?
Right. Right.
Because that can throw all this out the window.
Right.
So it's cool. Art Rooney says he wants him back. Obviously, Ben wants to come back. So now you're to that point. Okay,
Let's then
you want
talk.
to come back? Yeah. Now it's about the cap number. So from what I'm hearing, how it's going to work, because again, he has a $22 million cap hit no matter what, whether he plays or doesn't play, $22 million cap hit. We can't
Right.
get around that. So cool. We already understood that part. So what is estimated right now, which you got to kind of weigh this in, it's estimated that his contract's going to go down from the $40 million cap hit down to 27.
Mm.
So essentially, he would make 5 million this year. Because again,
Mm.
like I said, that $22 million cap hit that is going to be there regardless.
Right.
If he retired, got cut, traded, no matter what,
Whatever.
$22 million cap hit, we're gonna take that regardless of the fact. So,
Go
so
ahead. Right.
if he's reducing it down from 19 to 5, okay, I'll take that. But then some people you got to question. I've been seeing, around the fan base, some people are saying that they would rather have that extra $5 million to spend on other pieces. So, and I mean, I can see both sides to that, I guess, but we got to remember what 2019 looked like with Duck and Mason. Do you really want to go through another year like that?
Mm.
Do you
Yeah,
really want another year like that?
Of course, Vic. Of course, Vic.
So, I
yeah.
mean, at least with Ben, I mean, he did win 11 games. He did sweep the Baltimore Ravens. He did win the AFC North for the eighth time.
COVID,
It did happen. So
COVID.
I'm just saying.
You good?
Matter of fact.
Yeah, got COVID symptoms. All this talk about where he's out of the
Got you right here, Vic. Did you get one of these? I'm sorry, Vic. Did they give these out in Baltimore? It says AFC North champ. But anyways, Oh, they don't give those
Nobody's
out.
gonna remember them.
Even
don't
in
give
the
those
off-
out.
Y'all won the Super Bowl.
even
give
in the
those-
off season. Even in
We're
the
not
off
talking about that.
Y'all
I'm
won the
talking
Super
about
Bowl?
Baltimore.
Guys,
Baltimore
Nobody
win the Super
remembers-
guys. We're talking about him. We're
Nobody
talking about
remembers
him.
the-
We're talking about him.
Nobody
We'll get to
remembers
that.
division champ.
In the division,
Well, okay, so
in the division,
just
you remember.
going.
In the division,
Guys,
you remember.
guys,
So
guys,
going
guys,
to the
guys,
whole Ben
guys,
Roethlisberger coming back
Yeah.
to Pittsburgh. Just want to point out a few things. Obviously, Trayy mentioned about the 41.25 million that is a cap hit. I got a report from Ben Roethlisberger's agent, Ryan Toner, that confirmed that the team does indeed want him back, and they will be working on a deal to restructure his contract in order to have a competitive team around Ben Roethlisberger. So right now, currently, Ben has a $4 million base salary, a $15 million roster bonus, which again, all this stuff is going to be altered once the agent and the Steelers meet.
Yeah, that
and
15
discuss.
going out the window, partner. That's
Yeah.
coming back. You're giving that back.
I mean, he
you
said
want to
that
play
he played
here? If you want to play
Yeah.
here, it's coming
That
back.
fits it.
He was kind of giving off the vibes that he'll play for free. So we'll see how cheap that contract is going to look.
If that's the case, we can get it down to 1 million. Then give us an extra throwback.
Ben Roethlisberger, if I was you, I wouldn't give him no discount. 10 mil at minimum.
That's cool. 10 mil.
That's fine. I would say that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
10 mil for the roster bonus. Just cut it off 5. You got 15 right now. Make it 10.
no,
Don't give him too much.
it's gonna
Don't
be.
give him too much.
He's gonna keep his base salary at 4, and we're gonna give him 1 mil for a roster bonus. That's the 5. That's 27. That's all you're getting, or you can stay home. Or I mean, you can go test free agency. That too.
I'm
You're
sure
more than welcome.
I'm sure the Chicago Bears would definitely be more than happy to take him.
I mean, yeah, he might look good in Chicago for a year. That's fine.
He might.
We play them too, so that's fine.
Hey, can I make a bold prediction for next season? Not this season, but next season after this season.
So this one is going to be 21-22. So you talk about 22-23?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what it is, and I would hate it, but
let me hear it.
It is what it is. But I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Prescott heads over to Pittsburgh.
Dak?
I would not be surprised. I'm just saying it right now.
Is he from there or just?
He's not from there. It's a random prediction.
Just random. Okay.
You know, I'm hoping. I don't think Dak wants to be back in Dallas as much as they're saying that Dak wants to be back. I doubt that.
That's Jerry Jones in the media.
That's Jerry talking. That's Jerry talking.
So yeah, it was just one of the things that I was thinking about. That would be an ideal situation, because Pittsburgh has a good defense, and what they'll need going forward. Obviously, like we've talked about, because it seems obviously Pouncey retired. Villanueva, he is going to be a free agent, so they have some offensive line issues at the moment. I'm sure they'll probably fix that. They probably have some people in wings right now, ready to start and potentially, get their names out there to where they become a known commodity. Whatever.
Commodity.
Yeah. Commodity.
So,
gotcha.
Yeah, commodity. There you go. Like I said. I mean, they have offensive weapons, especially at receiver. Tight end is, I know Ebron. I don't know the situation with him. He's iffy though, but
he's under contract if we decide to keep him. Yeah, he had a solid year minus the drops. he still had like his numbers were still good despite that. We did lose Vance McDonald though, so we are gonna need at least another tight end just in general, just to bring in.
I might get Hunter.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hunter.
Well, then again, he says he wants a quarterback, a good quarterback. Ben Roethlisberger ain't that.
You said he's only a Hall of Fame quarterback, right? I feel it.
So I mean,
I feel like he would want too much money though, and
True.
I think the target that the Pittsburgh Steelers would go after is Gerald Everett for the Los Angeles Rams. He'd be solid.
They tend to do stuff like that, like not
Everett,
really big known people, but I guess potential. Like Vance McDonald was like that on the 49ers. Like he wasn't really a household.
I get what you're saying
like that,
but,
and we brought him in, and you know he became famous when he killed Chris Conte's career. Like that will forever live on. That clip is going around somewhere. I still haven't seen Chris Conte since. So we did y'all a favor.
Honestly, y'all did.
To think of.
Yep. Vance McDonald did us a huge favor because all Bucks fans, I know for me, speaking for myself, I know I definitely hated the fact that we had Chris Conte starting year in and year out. Like, I just did not understand it.
I thought it was a Lovie Smith thing and
coach's decision.
When he left,
favoritism.
He stayed. He just didn't go away.
He ain't had a job after that. He did not have a job after that. We don't miss those days.
Nonetheless, so, I mean, how I'll say, am I overly excited that Ben is coming back? No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not gonna sit here and say that I am. But for cheap, this is what I have been saying though. If he was serious about taking a pay cut and he's gonna lower the money from 19 mil down to what is looking like it's gonna be 5, we can work with that. I'll take that. The defense is still gonna be solid. You got to address the O-line like Vick said, and go get me a running back to take some of the pressure of Ben having to throw the ball so many times a game. So if you can do that, it can look a little better than it did last year. But the strong point is obviously going to be what it's always been, or should have always been, is the defense. We're gonna go as far as the defense takes us, no matter who the quarterback is.
Yeah. Two things I want to say. It may be a gut feeling or whatever, but I know that there's some potential offensive linemen that are going to be free agents this offseason. I wouldn't be surprised if Trent Williams is one of Pittsburgh's highly coveted players that they would go after. Not saying it's a long-term solution just because Trent Williams is up there in age. I believe he's 33, but I could be wrong about that, but I know he's up there in age.
I think he's 33.
I know there's some guards and centers out there. I'm sure they probably have some players on their roster at the moment that they probably think highly of that we just don't know about. But
we have
Trey. I do have a question for you though. I know that you obviously the Steelers have the expectation to always be competitive, but would you much rather go through a down year and have a potential high draft pick next season, or go through a season where you got Big Ben, you have a good season, go to the playoffs, and you risk losing out on drafting a potential franchise quarterback?
And that is the same question I have asked myself, because that's essentially what it is. That's why I'm saying Ben is still good enough that he can get you that 7th seed at the least, right?
Right.
In the AFC, that we can still make the playoffs with Ben. He's good enough to do that with the defense that we have, and especially if you fix the run game. But would I rather just go with Mason and or Haskins? And if they fall on their face, I know that I just gotta live through this year of hearing Vick's mouth. But on the light on the end of the tunnel is that we're gonna pick high enough that we can get the future quarterback for the next 10, 15 years. And then we come back the following season and once again show everyone that we are the kings of the North and beat the Ratbirds, the
Here we
Hell
go.
of a drug.
the Bungles.
Guys.
Yeah.
Them drugs are hard. What kind of drugs you on? Well, let me tell you something.
Here we go. Here we go.
But to answer your question, nah. Nah, I can't. Nah,
you can't. Nah.
And honestly, I don't think it would happen though. Honestly, like I would have to see it, but again, after watching 2019, Mike Tomlin was still able to go 8-8 with those scrubs at quarterback. I think as long as the defense, because I mean, we got a arguably top defense, top 5 defense for sure.
Right.
That's going to keep us in games no matter who the quarterback is, again, like I said. So because they don't give up too many points. So with that being said, I think Tomlin would still find a way to get 8 somewhere. They probably wouldn't be pretty. They weren't pretty last year when we was 11-0. So I mean, they wouldn't be pretty wins, but I feel like we would still be somewhere like in the mid-20s no matter if Ben came back or not. Unless you just, I don't know who you could put in there and make it just be that bad. You gonna go get Trubisky over here? Maybe.
To me, just kind of like going to that question I asked you. I was rooting big time for Ben to come back another season, just because, for one, I don't want the Steelers to have a high draft pick to getting a potential franchise quarterback. I do have some hopes. Not saying I hope for it, but I do have a feeling that Dwayne Haskins may potentially kind of like somewhat with the Jameis Winston situation, learning under a potential Hall of Fame quarterback, kind of getting on the thing of the game, getting more dedicated to the game. I don't know exactly what his problems were in DC, but maybe he can get that figured out. And that could probably be, again, he was drafted in the first round 2 years ago by the Washington football team. And just a reminder, I know it's different. Every quarterback is different, but he did beat out Joe Burrow once upon a time at Ohio State. Joe Burrow was the backup quarterback to Dwayne Haskins before he transferred over to LSU. So I mean, he has shown.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I'll say this as far as what you're saying though. Right now, as it stands, Dwayne Haskins is the most talented quarterback on that roster. Now, people got to understand what I mean when I say talent and like production is two different things. Like he's a more talented quarterback right now than Ben Roethlisberger is at this stage in Roethlisberger's career. He's clearly more talented than Mason Rudolph. Now, if he's able to actually come in there and want to learn and, do everything he needs to do to, put that on film, that's a different thing. But like just natural, like being naturally gifted or talented, he has all the tools you want.
Yeah.
He just, but he was going to be a project coming out. So it's just going to take
time
if he wants to learn. And Tomlin's the right coach, I think that is pretty much going to get him in line too. But it's all on him at the end of the day, what Haskins wants to do. Does he really want to take a chance?
And when I made my hot take earlier talking about Dak Prescott going to Pittsburgh in the next season, that's only if Dwayne Haskins shows the Steelers that he's not the one, he's not the guy. Because if that's the case, then I believe that the Pittsburgh Steelers will be one of, I'd probably say, several teams interested in Dak Prescott, and it could be a potential. And I would say it would be a good landing spot for him, considering. So, yeah. And two, the biggest reason I want Ben to come back is because the Ravens, we got some unfinished business. LJ, we coming for that. We coming for y'all, man. That's all I gotta say. We coming for y'all.
You
We
just
gonna
don't
sweep
want
y'all.
you don't want Lamar to have that on his resume. That's all.
We want Ben Roethlisberger to go out the same way Drew Brees went out. Y'all ain't gonna sweep us like the Saints swept the Bucks, but you know, we want y'all to go out the same way. A sour note. Sour taste in y'all mouth.
All right, I'm tired of hearing. I'm tired of hearing
All
his
right.
voice. Spence, go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna make mine quick because, this one, to be honest with you, I'm really not surprised about this one. Is I guess it's good if he restructured the contract, like you said, because 44, you're not paying that, Ben. We're not paying you, Ben. We're not paying you that. You're the youngest of the old gunslinger quarter. You're the youngest of the old gunslinger quarterback, but you look older than all of them. So
I resent that. His arm still look better than Bree's arm. I'm sorry, no.
No, arm wise, yeah. His arm wise, yes.
No.
His arm wise, yes. But his physical attributes, that man was overweight.
But he's never been. That's his issue though. He's never been like he never comes into shape. He never comes into camp in shape like that. And I think he would still be if he was the type of guy like Brady or like Russell Wilson and these people who like put so much money into their body in the offseason and prepare like that. I think he probably would still. We probably be in a position that we extend him for another 3 years because he wouldn't have regressed as much yet.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You know, Ben's been the type that they say, you know, he just he doesn't pick up the ball till, you know, training camp is about to start again. And two, I mean, it's kind of a gift though, I guess you could say that. It's kind of the fact that he can not do anything all offseason and just come back in and still be successful, that's crazy to me. But at the same time, if you were dedicated to like, you know, the craft and working out, how much better could he have been throughout his career?
Right.
If you put in that effort. Right.
But other than that, I mean, it's cool. I know you, Trey, you're like, but I mean, it is what, like you said, it is what it is. Here we are. Let's see how this goes. That's really my take on it, guys. Really, it is.
Well, I know somebody we're gonna beat twice, so that's all I know.
Here we go.
Real quick, I just want to say, going about Ben Roethlisberger. Like Trey was alluding to about the whole Ben just coming to camp and just, you know, doing his thing. I've always been impressed with Big Ben just because you'd see him drop back in the pocket and he wouldn't do it wasn't anything flashy. It wasn't like athleticism or anything like that to where you're just like, dang, like they just cannot bring that man down. Like every time I've seen Big Ben get in that pocket, get some time for his receivers, throw that deep ball or just to make a big play on third down. I felt like it was like growing up playing throwback football or throwback tackle or whatever the case is, and you're just playing with your little brothers and they're all trying to tackle you knowing dang well they ain't gonna be able to tackle you, but they're over there trying to bring you down. And Ben Roethlisberger is just that big brother, still holding the ball, shedding those tackles, and then finding that man deep down the field to score a touchdown. It's just like it was unfair for the most part. I don't see that from him anymore. But in terms of like just how he normally plays and just when he was at his best, obviously last year we didn't really see that too much. It seemed like he was really trying to avoid getting hit. So that's why they were throwing the ball, quick, compared to his previous years where he would just hold on to the ball and throw it deep. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Oh, and I do have developing news that I saw that Hassan Whiteside is a possible target for the Los Angeles Lakers for DeMarcus Cousins, I guess it was. Lakers as a DeMarcus Cousins reunion. So that's what I just read up on.
Okay.
But
good luck with Whiteside. His better
Definitely good luck
days-
with.
his better
Definitely good luck
days
with
were
Whiteside.
behind him. They were in Miami when
We had him.
when he was hungry.
yeah,
I remember that boy was saying, he was playing for his 2K rating at one point. And he got the bag, and it's like he lost his hunger for the game. Like that was it. He got paid now. He good.
yeah.
But did y'all have anything else? I'm sure we
Oklahoma-
made Jaguars fans upset.
They'll be
of them,
fine.
The two of them, all two of the Jaguars fans.
Now there's a lot more than you think.
Maybe in Jackson. Maybe in Jackson.
There's a lot more than you think.
I
The
don't know.
Oklahoma.
They're one of those teams that were getting blacked out back in the day, so I don't know how much more of them there are, but
We'll see.
they have trouble selling tickets.
Yeah, I guess the Oklahoma City Thunders are in top pursuit of Mr. Blake Griffin.
Yeah, about that. Wait, hold on. So they're gonna trade for him, or he's getting
No,
because
according to, I mean, if I'm the Oklahoma City Thunders, if I want to trade for him, I can give Detroit maybe 3 first rounds. Remember, Oklahoma City has 16 first round picks in a span of 3 years.
no, it's not about the assets to get him. It's about his contract. I don't want that contract. Nobody.
Oh no,
contract.
I think they're talking about like Detroit's gonna buy him out. And then,
Okay, so yeah, then I like it. That's cool. But yeah, I would say
Yeah,
it's dumb.
oh no, they're not. No, they ain't gonna put that on their books. No, they're not gonna put that on their books. They might have to re-sign SGA.
Right, exactly. So yeah, if he gets bought out, cool. I like it. Otherwise, that he's just gonna be sitting on the bench still until somebody comes not calling.
Yeah, because the Thunder still have to pay SGA, and the SGA's having a fantastic year.
Right.
Right. But other than that, nope, I am perfectly fine over here.
All right. Well, 7's back, so that just means another year of him schooling these young bucks in the North, these young quarterbacks. They still gotta learn who's king, man. Lamar, Burrow, Mayfield. Yeah, we coming back for him, especially. Not too much Lamar. We already swept him. But Baker, you got us. I like that.
They're gonna spook y'all again.
They might be being unbiased though, like being for real, they might be the best team in the AFC North. Honestly. Especially if they have another good draft. Oh no, little brother might have
Little bro might be taking over.
little brother might have grown up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know they're gonna beat y'all ass, but
Yeah, they ain't beat us last season.
Anyways.
Lamar would have been in the bathroom a second longer. I don't know. Lucky that boy
Anyway.
found that tissue, boy. He made it back out in time. I don't even know he wiped all the way.
I'm sure he took care of that after the game.
I guess I explained why nobody dapped up after that. But anyways,
Oh yeah,
move
no,
on.
Baker wasn't trying to no. But all right, so check this out, guys. Well, nobody got a shirt today, but it's cool. Anyways, you know how this part goes. You don't have to agree with Vic or Spencer. You can disagree, but at the end of the day, all takes are valid.
It's a valid.
All right, boys.
All right.